Right. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. So as always, please practice according to your conditions and feel free to leave to do the variations or to modify as you need to. I'll try to incorporate stuff for all different levels. Thank you so much for joining. So let's begin. So just start seated tall, supremely still. Close the eyes and go within. Before creation and beyond this universe, there was, is, always will be God established in the heart of everything. Attune to the God consciousness now. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice to our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Keeping our eyes closed now, just start off with a mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, which means I bow to the inner light. Now let's do the Bija Mantras to stimulate all the main energy centers that lie along the Sushumna, the central psychic channel, the main psychic channel. Bring your attention first to the base of the spine. Repeat after me. There's a tone associated with each chakra and 7 tones per each mantra. Calm response. At the base of the spine, color red. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. The sacral chakra. Vam, 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 vam. Vam, 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 vam. Moving up to the navel now. Color is yellow. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Moving to the heart, color green. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Throat now, color blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Anya, the third eye. Om, 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 om. Color indigo. Om, 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 om. Now the crown, color violet, one long sustained om. Together. One more time together. Inhale deeply. Now keep your attention at the crown. Concentrate on the sound, on that area, and we vocalize the sound sum, S-U-M. Concentrate mostly on the latter part of the sound to produce vibrations which help to sharpen the mind. Inhale. Sum. One more time. Inhale. Sum. Now with that clear, sharp mind, let's begin the practice, the physical practice. Come to standing. First, charging up the body with the earth's energy. Stand with your feet 10 inches apart. Bring your arms up high over the head. Inhale from the soles of feet right up to the fingertips. Draw the earth's energy right up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold all the energy and the attention at the fingertips. Hold the breath. 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, pull all the energy up to the fingertips, right up through the body. Watch it rising. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suspend the breath. Hold the attention at the fingertips. 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Bring the energy right up through the body. Feel it charging the body up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold all the attention at the fingertips. Suspend the breath. Exhale all the way back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the arms now. Good. Just do a few warm-up exercises before we start with the rest of the practice. Hands on the hips. Just circle ahead. Imagine you're the body moving by itself. Try to see the floor in all the directions as the head moves around. And switch the direction of rotation. Now from here, stand with your feet about 10 inches apart, and imagine your arms are heavy ropes just hitting the body as you turn from side to side. Let's see all the way around you. And then start to speed it up. Start to move your shoulders faster. Feel as though the arms were dead. Just allow them to hit the body in each way. And then start to slow it down. Good. Shake out the wrists now as fast as you can. Move the fingers as though you're shaking water off your hands. Up and down. Good. Now stand with your left foot in front. Bend your knees a little bit. Imagine you had a weight in your right hand. And just circle the arm forward 4 times. Go back for 4. And again, forward. And back. And then the other leg now in front. Holding that weight, imaginary weight in your hand. Go forward with your left arm. And then reverse. Reverse again, go forward. And back. And release. Now here, we're going to take the arms out to the sides. Hold on to a wall or a chair if you need to, and just swing a right leg back and forth. Lean forward a little bit so you get the knee to touch the shoulder if possible. And then the other leg, left leg swings forward and back. And release. Good. Now just stand with your arms heavy and then just jump up and down. Get a little bit of height. As high as you can. And release. Now make your way to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to the heart. Remembering that to renounce all the fruits, the actions of the practice makes the practice seem better than meditation. So just try to remember to make this practice an offering to all beings everywhere. Let's move together as one, like a school of fish. Raise your arms up over the head, stretch from the body. Come forward and down into Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Right foot back into lunge, sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Lower the knees down, bring the seats all the way back behind the heels. Brush the nose to the ground as you come forward into Cobra. Roll the shoulders back, take the head all the way up and back. Take the seats all the way back again 2 more times. Come forward. Smoothly gliding like a snake creeping through the grass. One last time. Pull the body forward. Roll back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Roll over your toes. Sink the heart. Right foot steps forward to the hands. Drop down to the seats. Feet come together. Uttanasana. Chest to the thighs. Head down. Come all the way to standing. Bring the hands back to the heart. Reach up again. Keep being a witness, watching the body moving gracefully. Left foot back into a lunge. Shoulders back. Come into high plank. Lower down. Knees, bring the seat all the way back. Come again forward 3 times into your Cobra. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels intuitive. to move easily with the breath and keep the breath uniform and steady. All the way back again. Third time, come forward, lift the head. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, melt the heart. Left foot steps forward to the hands. Sink down through the seat, feet together. Bow to the legs. Come all the way up, standing, arch back as you see fit. Hands back to the heart. Arms over the head again. Reach up and back. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Right foot back. Sink down to the seat. Into the plank. Lower down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Bhujangasana. Come forward. Lose yourself in the sensations. All the way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward. Every movement reflecting devotion, divine love, surrender. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Return home. Pranayama. Again, reach up and back. Fold down into Uttanasana, bowing down humbly. Left foot back. Into the plank. Lower down, knees, chest, forehead. Come forward into the Cobra. All the way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward. Move in a way that is pleasing to the witness who is always watching. Pull the feet together. Bow down. Come right up to standing. Return home, hands to the heart. Adding on now. Reach the arms over the head. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, chest on the thighs. Join the hands behind the back. Extend to the crown. Push the body against the legs. Send the hands further over your head. Face to the shins. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Then release the hands, bring the right foot back, lower the knee down, Kapiyasana, sink the seat, raise your arms over the head, stretch the arms back, all the way, and then bring the hands back down. Press into your hands, swing the left leg all the way up and back, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, come forward, shoulders over the fingertips, lower down, if you can, the chest first. If you need to, lower the knee down at the same time. And then the toes come together. Slide right forward into Cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Bring the seats all the way up and back. Raise the right leg up immediately. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Look forward. Bring the shoulders in line with your fingertips. You can place a foot softly between. Knee down, left knee down. Again, Kapiyasana. Pull the arms over the head. Arch back. And then bring the hands back down. Slide the left foot in to meet the right, chest on the thighs, join the hands, extend to the crown, pull the body down onto your legs. Pick the body all the way up, Hasta Uttanasana, hands back to the heart. Again, reach up, go down, glide down smoothly. Chest on the thighs, join the hands, extend to the crown. Again, Uttanasana, dive down, head towards the feet. Arms over the head. Stretch. Bring the hands down, the left foot back first this time. Lower the knees, sink through the seat. Kapiyasana, arms up over the head. Lift the heart up. Pull the body up on the hips. And then bring the hands back down, press into your hands. Come right up with your right leg. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Move as though you're doing a dance. Smoothly, fluidly. Shoulders over the fingertips, lower down the chest between your hands, and then the toes come down. Follow through with your Cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sink the heart right down. Left foot comes up. And then shoulders come forward over the fingertips. Step the foot down without making a sound. Lower the knee down, sink to the seat. Raise your arms over the head. So no jerks, no aggressive movements. Nothing that will agitate the witness. Hands again beside your feet and bring the right foot in to meet the left. Chest on the thighs, join the hands, extend through the crown and bow down over the legs. Come all the way up to standing. Arch back. Return home. Take pause here for a moment. Breathe in from the heart up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale all the way back down to the heart from being established in divine love. Good. So let's do one more variation here. Raise your arms up over the head. Surya Namaskar. Come all the way down into forward fold. Lift the head and chest. Bring the right leg up and back. Extended standing split, and then pull your body right against the leg. See if you can get your right leg to come straight up over top of the other one. Straight line. Now press into your hands. You can either just lift, pulse up and down, up off the left heel, or if you can press into your hands and see if you can press up a little bit. Left foot up off the ground, do it about 3 times. See if you can hover a little bit. Then we can bring the left foot up to meet the right. Right back into chaturanga. Good. Beautiful. Into upward facing dog. Push the shoulders back, bring the head back. Make like a dog howling at the moon. Roll over your toes, back into downward facing dog. Think the heart here. Try to press the chest towards the ground. Flatten out the arms, belly towards the thighs. Make like a dog stretching through its back. More importantly, copy the dog mentally as well. Exhibit loyalty to your master. Good. Now from here, bring the right foot forward between the hands. Lift the left leg up. Extend to the crown again. Exhale, pull the body right down onto your leg if you can. Standing split. Pull the left foot right up. And again, press into your hands. Again, see if you can lift the right heel up. Pulse up and down, or again, press into your hands. Push down into the ground, as though you're pushing right down into the hands of Mother Earth. And see if you can hover. Pull the right foot up off the ground, between the space between your hands. Come down lightly, about 3 times. Good. And then last time, if you want, you can see if you can bring the right leg up to meet the left. And then bring the feet down together between the hands. Uttanasana. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. As Dharma says, can't do it. No, not important. Just do your best. It's the effort that counts. Shiva Namaskar. May Shiva guide us and protect us through the practice. Raise your arms up over the head. Come down into a forward fold. Press the body against the legs. From here, if you like, press into your hands and see if you can pick up both feet. Seat over the wrists. So 3 times, push into your hands, see if you can come up. Again, if you feel more comfortable, you can just lift your heels and just shift your weight forward, shoulder over your fingertips. Then extend the legs if you like, full handstand. Bend your elbows, land softly into chaturanga. Good. And then through into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Bring the left foot forward to the hands, back knee down, sink down to the seat. Bring your arms up. To prepare, you can take hold of the opposite elbows. Push the back of the head into the arms. Try to pull the body up out the hips. If you feel comfortable here, you can extend your arms at any time. Kapiyasana. Pull the arms back. Imagine your index fingers going over the back toe. Good. Make it an offering. Now from here, Swan Pose. Turn to the right. If you need to, you can modify by bringing your left hand to your left knee and lean away from the leg. Right hand comes to the back heel or towards the back heel. If you have the ability, bring the right knee, bend the right knee, bring the foot up to the shoulder. Bring in squiggly arm, left arm comes over behind the left side of the head and join your hands together. And then from here, push your foot away from your shoulder into the wrist. So imagine a swan's neck. No sharp angles in the curve, so just try to soften the elbow. Beautiful. here, release. Come forward, look forward, bring the left toes out to the other edge of the mat. Shift back and forth. Try to get your hips to sink down. And then lower the knee down, flatten out the toes, anchor down to the hips. Knee stays to the shoulder. Make like you're doing a Cobra. Try to get your hips to come down. And then from here, roll to the right if you can. Right forearm down, roll to the left, left forearm down. Keep on telescoping the chest forward. Try to get your body flat on the ground. Knee higher than the back, ideally. If you know other variations, go ahead. You can take your left arm around the outside, snake it underneath the leg, over the back, the inside of the body, and join your hands together over your back. Left hand takes the right wrist. Keep your gaze steady. Try to come into the mindset of a lizard, just sunning itself quietly on the warm earth. Be one with the lizard. Good. Press down the hips. And then from here, make your way back onto your hands. Option here, bend the toes under, lift the back knee, and flatten out the back foot. Stay in a long side lunge. Take your left shoulder in behind the knee. Just push the shoulder into the back of the knee. You can just work on this pose. You can maybe take the right arm out, maybe the left arm as well, hovering just above the ground. This is option one. If you want to go further, Uttanasana. Plant the left hand on the outside of the left foot. Shift your weight into left hand, allow the left leg to sit on the arm, and then pull the left foot out. So you can bind the foot or just let it float freely and bring the right arm up. To exit, bring the right hand down, shift forward. You can either just bring your leg all the way back or sit on your elbows for a moment, Uttanasana. Elbows are sinking into right elbow sinking into the belly, and then left foot flies back. Chaturanga. Through to upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of all struggles of the mind, body, and the emotions. Then the right foot steps forward, lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Preparing for Kapayasana again. Bring the seat right low. Take hold of the opposite elbows and stretch the body at the hips. Gaze up as though you're saying, take me, I'm yours to do service. Grant me higher devotion. Then you can extend the arms if you like. Elbows by the ears, straight arms. Radiate your inner light like a crescent moon reflects the light of the sun. From here, going to the next progression, if you like, turn to your left. Right hand can stay on the right knee and lean away from the leg. Left hand comes to the back foot. You can stay here, curving the body, or swan. Take your left foot up, close to the shoulder. Again, fingers come towards the ear to make it easier to find the other hand when it comes around. And push the foot away from your shoulder. Lengthen out the arms. Make sure you don't tilt to the side. Keep your chest forward. Try not to hunch the back. That's it, beautiful. Open up through the heart. That's it. And break the pose gracefully. Bring the left foot back down and float up. Move the right foot out towards the right edge of the mat. Again, come forward and back, pushing off the roots of your toes. Sink down to the seat. And then lower the back knee down, flatten out the toes. Make sure the fronts of the hips are down on the ground. If possible, knee is right with the shoulder. And then roll to the left, left forearm down, roll to the right, right forearm down. If you're very flexible, bring your chest on the ground. Take the arms the outside of the foot. Then take your variations as you know them. Taking the bind over your back if you like. Right arm goes out from the outside and underneath the knee and over the back. Gaze straight ahead. Try not to blink, just like a lizard. Beautiful. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. That's it. Getting ready to come back up. Come back onto your hands if you're on the forearms. Bend the toes under. Lift the back knee and flatten out the toes. From here, move back the body. Right shoulder in behind the knee. And just pulse back and forth. Just try to find a strong connection with the front of the shoulder to the back of the knee. Take left arm out, maybe the right arm as well. Hover there, floating just above the ground. Or Visvamitrasana. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Pick up the right foot, allow it to sit on the arm. Extend the leg. Left arm comes up, or take the bind. Pull the foot into take the foot, if you're taking a bind before you stretch it out. A little bit easier. That's the idea. And then release the left hand down, spin forward, press on the base of the toes, come forward. Again, Kudinasana if you like. Just allow your body to rest on your elbows. Lift the back leg up. And then if you like, right back into Chaturanga. Through into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left foot steps forward. Back foot flat. Virabhadrasana 2. Sink a little bit lower if you can. Strong and steady, look over the front hand. Come into the consciousness of a mighty warrior. Good. For fun here, take your left hand down, right hand to the hip, drag the right foot in, and pick up the right leg. Adho Chandrasana. Turn your body completely sideways. If you can, see if you can engage your left leg and float the left fingertips up off the ground about an inch or so. Now bending into your left knee, return to Warrior 2 gracefully. Turn towards the front, right arm up, Parivrita Pashakanasana, elbow to the outside of the thigh. You can bring your hands and onto the mudra if you like. Armpits stay on the outside of the left knee. Turn your body completely, face and chest are looking right up. If you can take the bind, go ahead. If you need to modify, bring the knee down first, the right knee down. Tug on the wrist. Try to feel as though you're lying on your back. Your left shoulder at the same height as the right. An option here, if you like, bound Adho Chandrasana. Move the right foot in, left hip over the left foot. Take a half breath in, and see if you can raise your right leg up. If you need to modify, you can bring your right hand down, left arm up, or you can either bring, so you can do this variation as well, if you can't keep the bind. That's the idea. Good. From here, gracefully return to Virabhadrasana 2. Always moving with grace. Right back into high plank, Chaturanga. Through into upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Flatten out the back foot, Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze over the front hand, go a little bit forward. Try to get as low as possible. So when you sweep your left hand down, your fingertips might graze the mat. Beautiful. Again, reach forward in front of the right foot. Bring the fingertips down. Press into your right foot so you can drag the left foot in and all the way up Adho Chandrasana. Nice graceful transitions. Move like you're a dancer. If you want here, you can see if you can float the right hand up off the ground about an inch. Bring it forward a little bit. Bending into the front leg, back into Virabhadrasana 2. Yes, good. Parivita Pashukanasana, spin forward, lift the back heel, left arm up, and dive down. And the armpit is sitting against the outside of the right knee. You can keep your Anjali Mudra if you like, or take a bind if you can. Lower the back knee if you need to make the transition a little bit easier. And then turn. Inhale, lengthen from the heel all the way to the crown. Exhale, spin right up. Option here to look down. Bring the left foot in a little bit closer. Try to have your right hip over the right heel. Take a half breath in and pick up the left leg. Or release the bind. Take your left hand down, right arm comes up, and turn your chest, your gaze to the right. Good, whatever you can try is perfect, just do your best. Nice. See some beautiful modifications, some beautiful variations here. Keep going with it, everything is an offering. All right, come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Right down into the plank. Back into Chaturanga. And right into Cobra, upward facing dog. Shoulders back. You can keep your hips on the ground and turn to leave for Cobra. Downward facing dog. Now from here, lower the forearms down. Chance number 1 to come into forearm balance. Walk your feet closer to the elbows. Raise one leg up over the head. Keep the foot close to your seat. Bend the toes back to keep the body, the core muscles engaged. You can just pulse up and down up off the heel. If you want, press into the toes. Bend the knee. See if you can come up lightly. No heavy, hard, fast jumps. Control it. And then from here you can do whatever variation of forearm balance you like. If you're up. Try to have your foot close to the elbow so that you don't have to jump as much. That's it. Yeah, beautiful. Good, Stevie. Beautiful, Robin, Eileen. Everybody looks great. And come back to downward facing dog. Changing the sequence a little bit. Raise the left leg up and back. From here, we're going to swing the left leg all the way forward into Hanumanasana. If you can't get right into Hanumanasana, don't worry about it. Just bring your foot as far as you can. Bring your seat forward as if you're doing a lunge. Fingertips on either side of the hips. And then just pulse a little bit. Imagine on the inhale, you're trying to squeeze the mat between your feet. Exhale, yield. Just try to slide your feet out. Stretch the feet with your mat. Stretch the mat with your feet. Sorry. If you're all the way down, and you know other variations, go ahead. You can take your arms up over the head. Even if you're not all the way down, you can engage your leg muscles and just see what you can do here. So stay strong. This pose says anything is possible. Think of Hanuman who jumped over Sri Lanka to rescue his master's wife. Anything is possible. Embody faith, courage, and devotion. And release. Shift to the left a little bit and bring your left foot in so that, if you can, in line with the knee. If it's not quite possible, if it's too much for your hip, you can move the foot in towards the hip. But moving into pigeon here, so take hold of the foot with your right hand, shift a little bit more weight to the right side, so the right side of the hip feels as much weight as the left side. Slide your left hand forward, and then so you can bring eventually your leg will be close to the throat, just under the chest. Right arm goes out as well. Once you're down. Now embody humility. If you're very flexible, you can try to bring your foot out even further, right underneath your face, and bring your face onto your foot. So that's always an option. Move according to your condition, modify as you need to. Don't go to a place of pain or suffering, it's not what you want to transmit. And then coming back, from here, Dharmasana, so it's just more weight on your left side. Move the foot out a little bit, your knee comes to the left a little bit. You want to get your center chest over the middle of the foot, so when you come forward, you can bring your elbow to the sole of the foot, the middle of the foot. If it's too much, you can take your elbow in front of the shin, but if you just orient your chest and to line up with the middle of the foot, you might be able to handle it. Find your way. Bring your hands in prayer, roll the right thigh in, roll the right shoulder back. Try not to create wrinkles in the right side of the body. More flexible, bring your shoulder down to press against the foot. You can rest your head in your left hand, bring your right arm around, and press your hand into your thigh from behind. Roll the left thigh outwards. In every pose, try to find the place where you can find quietness. Merge with the form. Be one with it. And then start to make your way back up. Upright pigeon. So reverse, I kind of played around the order just to create different flow here, it's slightly different flow. Bring the left foot in again, close to the hip crease. Now upright pigeon. You can press your hands into your lower back and just bring your head back. You can stop there if that's where you feel comfortable. Or you can take Uttanasana if you like, if you know that variation. Bring the foot up. Take hold of the outer edge of the foot. And then bring the elbow up, lift it up from behind, up higher than the shoulder, so that when it comes up, you're not straining the shoulder joints. Tip your head back, maybe your foot will find the head. And then you can take both hands to the foot or around the back if you like. Just be creative with your expressions. You can only go as far as your imagination, so keep cultivating a boundless imagination. Beautiful, Trish. Really nice, and everybody. Right. Release. Vastisthasana is next. So we're going to, this is an option again. Take your left arm behind your back. See if you can take hold of the big toe with your index finger on the inside of the toe, your thumb locking it in place. And then turn to your left. Press into your right hand, press into the other edge of the foot, and press your hip up. So you can try this variation. If that's not going, you can just move into your Vastisthasana, left foot on top of the right, and your different variations as you know them. Take your knee up, take the foot, Urdhva Dhanurasana, whatever you like to do. Good, nice. Press your hips way up, way up. Break the pose, come back to downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Raise the right leg up and back, nice and high. Imagine trying to touch the ceiling with your toes. Look between the hands and send the right foot between your hands. Hanumanasana again. So again, adjust according to your condition. You can come into a little bit more of a lunge to start, and then start to slide your right foot forward bit by bit. Always moving in a mindful way. Have reverence for your vehicle that allows you to deliver benefits to all. So don't be kind to the body. And then take your variations, the same one as you did on the other side. Nice. Move the shoulders back. Again, think about embodying the spirit of Hanuman. Good. Release. Coming into Pigeon. Shift more weight into your right side so you can pull the right foot in line with the knee or wherever it needs to go for your condition. And then just rock side to side. Try to get a little bit more weight to come into your left hip. Take hold of the foot and come forward. Right hand slides forward from the right knee. Your left shoulder eventually comes onto your left foot. And then you can take your left arm out as well. Bow down humbly. Stretch it out. And make your way back. Dharmasana. Bring more weight to right side again, and then just push your foot out a little bit further forward. See if you can take your elbow to the sole of the foot. Hands get at the heart. Try to center your chest, push your chest towards your hands. Or again, your shoulder in front of the foot to get the flexibility. Roll your left shoulder back, your left thigh down. Press your hand into your left thigh if you have your shoulder in front of the knee. Just take your left arm behind your back. And then coming back gracefully. Pull the right knee back in. Pull the left heel towards the front of the left hip. Upright pigeon. Any variation you like. Put your hands into your seat. Bring your head all the way back. Try to get your head over your seat. And of course, if you know other variations, Swan, Pigeon, or Raja Kapotasana, please feel free to explore those variations. That's it. Push your chest up. Trish, so you can get your elbows together. And Stevie as well. Good. Nice, you guys. All right. Now getting ready to break the pose. So going into Vasisthasana, if you want to try that variation again. The right arm comes behind your back. Hold the big toe with your index finger and your thumb locked together. Press into your left hand, a little bit from the shoulder. Now roll onto your left hip, push into your left edge of the other edge of the foot, and lift your hip up. Press your hips up. It's the same action as you're doing those other Vasisthasana variations when you're trying to take your knee or your foot. That's not going for you. You take your variations again. Forward for Dharmasana if you like, or other expressions. Watch the body moving. That's it. Press your hips forward. Good stuff. Return to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, one more chance. Forearm balance. If you like, press your forearms down. If you'd rather, though, you can try handstand if you're more into that. So just try to, or stay in downward facing dog, whatever you like to do. Just picture yourself in the practice you're trying to attain. Keep practicing, keep having faith. Perhaps one day the body will obey. Yeah, beautiful, everybody. Awesome. Beautiful Robin, Eileen, and Pedro. Awesome, as always. All right. That's it, Stevie. Come back down. And then make your way to your hands. Any which way you like, hopping, walking, handstanding, whatever you like to do. Uttanasana. Any variation here as well. Take hold of your opposite elbows behind your legs. Pull your body right against the legs. Allow the blood to rush down to the head. Come all the way up. Separate your feet about hip width. Interlace the fingers. Press the heels, your palms up. Push your heels, your palms, hips forward, and then go back as far as you feel comfortable. Push your chest up, your hips forward, go back. And then press through the feet, engage your legs, come back up. Bring your hands back to the heart. From the heart center, breathe out to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remove all struggles, let go of all expectations and attachments to the results. And now come down onto your seat. Just take a moment to lie on your back, recharge the body through a couple of breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out all fatigue. Feel as though you're fainting. One more. Inhale through the skin, bring in light and energy. Exhale, diffuse it all the way throughout. Feel recharged, rejuvenated. And come back to seated position. Vajrasana. Lean to the right and take your left foot alongside your body, along your foot's beside your hip. Make sure you're not sitting on the foot. If it's too much, you keep your leg extended. No problem. Okay, then you take your right knee up. You can bring it into your lotus if you can. If you need to, you just move your leg around a few times in the joint, however way you feel comfortable, to allow yourself to come into the movement, into the pose more easily. Lean back a little bit, bring a foot down onto the top of your left thigh, and then tuck it into your hip. There's no resistance. This is what it looks like if your leg is folded back. Not possible, bring your foot just to the inseam of the leg. Now go to the right. Right arm goes around the back if you can. And take hold of the foot. Modify by just bring your hand behind your center of the back, pressing against the back. Left hand underneath the right knee, palm down. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, turn to the right. Try to feel the spiral going from the base spine right up to the base of the brain. Make sure both sides of the seat are anchored down. Try to keep the base of the wrist down. Come back to face forward. So from here, if you can, lean to the right, bring the left leg around, lean back. Some of you might be able to bring the left foot into lotus. If not, just do any kind of cross-legged position that you can. Okay, so even a half lotus or just cross your legs, Sukhasana. If you have a full lotus, just press your feet into the hip crease. Yoga Mudra. So take your hands behind your back, interlace them, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha, bring the forehead down to the ground in front. Keep holding the breath. Imagine trying to push the heart right up between your shoulder blades. Exhale, come back. Place your hands beside your seat. Lift your seat. If you don't have your lotus, just pressing the edge of the feet. Lift your seat. If you're strong, you might be able to lift your feet as well. And down. And release. Go to the other side. Right leg comes back beside your hip and your left foot. Again, move your leg around in your joint any which way you like first. And if you lean back a little bit, push the knee into your left shoulder, your foot might come down closer where it has to go, right close to the hip crease. And just tuck it into the hip crease for your lotus, or modify again as you did, as you need to. Go to your left arm comes all the way around the back, and take hold of the foot to the toes. Right hand underneath the left knee, palm down. Or just press it back, the fist against the knee. Inhale, lift up to the chest. Exhale, turn to the left. Make sure that neither side of the seat lifts up. Make sure the whole body turns, not just the eyes. Start from the base of the spine and turn gradually. Eventually the chin comes over the shoulder. Back to face forward. Again, if you can go into lotus, go ahead. Lean back, bring the right foot inside of the knee and slip it in, or do your sukhasana or your crossed legs as you need to. Yoga Mudra again, interlace the fingers, inhale, lift the chest, bring the head back, hold the breath now, chin on the chest as you bring the forehead down to the ground. Pull your arms over the head, over your shoulders. Keep your perineum muscles engaged, pull up towards the navel. Follow the attention at the space between the eyebrows. Exhale, come back up. Again, plant your hands beside your seat. Lift your base up. And lower. Now, king of the postures, headstand. Some of you might be able to get into headstand from your lotus. You can bring your hands forward for the knees, bring your head down, and then you just have to lean to one side. Get low on one side, so you bring your knee on top of your upper arm, push into your hands, take a breath, and then hold your breath, and then take your right knee up on the other arm, and then bring your legs up. If you don't have a lotus, no worries, just come up the regular way. Find your way into your Shavasana. Make it a royal offering, for it's a royal being that you're representing. Good. Once you have the pose, everything stops. Feel as though you're frozen in time. Leave the body alone. Bring all your attention to Trikuti, the space between the eyebrows, the seat of divine perception. Keep thinking, I'm you, you are me, I am that I am. Merge with all forms through your connection with God who resides within. Beautiful. A few moments here if you like to play around with variations. You can see if you can come off of one arm. You can try to take both hands up if you like. Play around a little bit, but try to keep your attention still in the space between your eyebrows. Remember, you're still in the witness mindset, watching everything. You want to take one hand up off the ground, sometimes easier, split your legs, one in front, one in back. Beautiful, everybody. Awesome, Rob and Eileen. Nice, Pedro. Hold it. Yeah. 30 more seconds. That's it. Push your head into the arms, Stevie. Let's keep your feet active. Flex your toes. Yeah. That's the idea. It's coming. And break the pose. Come down with control. And child's pose. Breathe in. Exhale out all fatigue. Queen of the postures is next. Make your way into shoulder stand. If you know other advanced variations come in from the front, you can. If you want to come in from the front, you have to come with the downward facing dog. Bring your elbows down onto the ground. Tuck your chin in and walk your feet forward. So keep anchored down through the lower arms or wrists. Come down slowly. Your elbows might come off the ground a little bit. Just try to come down. Place your upper back, shoulders on the mat, and then lift up. That's an option if you have no shoulder issues. Okay? Otherwise, just make your way onto your back and roll up into it. If you have a lotus, come into your lotus to help make your mind more one-pointed. See if you can push your thighs up a little bit more, Rob. Try to get your knees a little bit higher so that they eventually are straight up. Same line. Nice. All your attention again to Trikuti. Keep on trying to find connection, stay in connection with the highest self, with God. Soon it becomes possible to meditate in every pose when you merge with the form and you become one with it. Without changing the attention from your space between your eyebrows, come down either in Pindasana if you have your lotus, or plow pose or Karnapidasana. You can bring your thighs against the body, your knees against the ears. Take the opportunity to go deeper within, shut out all the sensory inputs coming in. Be undisturbed. Now we're going to make our way into couch pose. So if you're in lotus, you can release your lotus at this point. Place your hands back onto your back. Come down 1 foot at a time, softly into bridge pose. So support your back, come down very softly. The toes should come down softly without making a sound, not a big heavy landing. Good. And once you're in bridge pose, you bring your heels together, your toes are still out like a V, and then you just start to walk forward on your shoulders and your elbows until your elbows are right close to your heels. Take hold of your ankles, push into your elbows and lift your head and your chest up. Try to bring your knees down to the ground. And then the top of the head comes to the ground as well. You have the option to keep holding onto your ankles or holding your opposite elbows over your head, forehead pressing against your forearms. Being love out of your heart. here, place your hands beside your head, fingers facing towards your feet. Lift your knees, take half breath in, push into with your toes, and lift your head up off your mat. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Stretch, try to get your legs and your arms straighter, make a nice pronounced back bend here. Here I invite you to do any variations you like to try. You can lift one leg, you can lift one arm, you can lift one leg and one arm, you can jump from one side to the other. That's it. Good, Pedro. Yeah, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Stay with it, as Dharma says. You don't keep the posture, you don't hold the postures long enough, you don't make progress. You'll still be here in the same place 20 years later. Good. If you haven't switched sides, if you're doing a one-sided thing, switch sides. That's it. Break the pose. Come back down. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now bring your legs up. So you're doing a plow pose again and roll right up into standing position. Right, working on Titibhasana from here. So lots of different variations. You can do one side at a time. Go to the left first and come up. Your head stays down. You're trying to straighten out the right leg. If you have the flexibility, you can do both legs, both sides at the same time. So bring one shoulder in behind, then the other shoulder. And if you have the ability, you can either press your hands into your seat and lift it up, or if your elbows are free, you can take the bind behind your back. Bring your head all the way through. If this is not, if any of these are possible, just bend your knees. You can hold your opposite elbows behind your knees or your wrists. Or go further with stork pose. If you're very flexible, bring your heels together like Charlie Chaplin. Thread your shoulders come in behind. And then you sort of try to wrap your hands around the ankles, interlace your fingers, and place the crown, place the back of the head into your palms. Try not to fall forward. That's the idea. Good. If you're well into the pose, if you want, you can start to walk forward 3 times. Take 3 steps forward. Actually, make it 4 to make it even both sides. And then you can try to walk backwards 3 times or 4 times. Insect. Break the pose. Bring your shoulders out from underneath and come down onto your seat. Good. Bharavasana. Left leg comes forward. So straighten up the left leg on the ground. Bring the right leg up. Again, move your foot back and forth. And then see if you can push your knee as far back as you can behind your body. So you can take your right shoulder in front of the knee. And push into the back of the knee. And see if you can lift your leg up. So start off with compass pose like this. Of course, if you're flexible, take your chin into your chest, pull on your foot towards the left, and see if you can slip your foot behind your head. Those of you who have that easily can then make your way down. So press into your hands, lie on your back. Alternatively, if you're having trouble coming in from that way, you can lie on your back from the very start. And if you know Dharma's classes, you can see if you can come in from here. Lift the left leg up and just kind of worm your way into it. Try to get your knee as high as possible beside your ear. so that when you bring your leg back, it goes more easily back behind towards the floor behind your head. Okay. Other things you can do, just do the half happy baby pose. And try to bring your shoulder in front of your leg. And then just work it this way. Just work according to where you're at. Good. That's it. Lift your head and shoulders up a little bit, Stevie. That's it. Pull the foot towards the right, the left. Keep pushing the foot back behind your head. That's it. Good. Nice. Beautiful, Eileen. Really nice. That's it. All right. Break the pose. Try it on the other side. So you can start from seated if that's good for you, or you can come onto your back right away and work your way into the pose. So you just use your own tricks, use your intuition to just find your way into the pose that is that you can get in the most easily and efficiently as possible without incurring harm, without incurring pain. The more practice you do, the more you develop these tricks that work for yourself. That's it. Good, Pedro. Yeah. Beautiful. Of course, if you have the full pose, both feet crossed behind your head, go ahead. That's it. Now push with the back of the shoulders, Stevie. Try to get your knee as high as you can by pushing to the back of the knee. The closer the knee comes to your ear, the easier it is to eventually get your foot back. Lift your head up. Good. Nice, Trish. And break the pose. Come back out. All right, just lie on your back for a moment. Inhale. Exhale. From here, roll back to seated. Cross your ankles, plant your hands. Come onto your belly. Curving the spine the other way, the opposite direction, back bending now. So start off with a Cobra. Push into your hands and lift your chest up, bring your head back. You can start slow and then just start to move your hands closer to your hips and come up higher. It's just a warm up to just prepare. And then release. Next pose, working towards eventually be able to get into upward facing pose. So if you need a strap, take a strap, so don't compromise your shoulders. You can bend your foot out to the side, take your left foot up, and take your foot in the strap or a wheel if you like, and then pull the foot up. And then come forward and just bring both hands to the strap and just try to walk your hands up the strap until you find the foot. The toes are bent under on the back foot. So we'll push into the base of the toes. It helps you come up a little bit higher. And eventually you can raise the foot up. You're very flexible. You can bring your foot forward and onto your head. Your elbows come down. Okay, so again, work according to your ability, your comfort level. Be mindful of any injuries you have, your shoulders. Good. Make sure you do both sides. Or if you want to do the full Dharmasana, that's good too. So if you haven't switched sides, change sides. That's it. Oh, beautiful, everybody. So, so awesome. And release. Come down, relax, breathe in. Breathe out. Softly. Release. Rest your forehead on your stacked hands. Inhale. Exhale. Now, make your way up. Sit, come back to seated position and press yourself up into standing position. So it's the same pose except dancer. All these poses are very similar to one another. It's just different orientations. Imagine drawing yourself on a paper. You just flip your paper around and bingo, you're in another pose. So again, sometimes it helps to place your edge of the body against a wall or something if you're having trouble balancing. So you can place yourself like this while you're trying to take your foot. So you do your left foot first. I'll do the right foot, the left foot because I'm facing the wrong way. But you take your foot again, and then you just try to bring your foot up. Okay, so you can place yourself against the wall to just take out a few things out of the equation to make it easier to come into the pose. And then from here, again, you walk your way up the strap with your hands and try to bring your arms over the head for dancer. That's it. Of course, you can do it freestanding if you like. Oh, that's beautiful, everybody. Nice. Try to bring your elbows close together. Try not to have them splayed out to the side. Hug the head with your arms. That's it. Lift the chest. Stay a little bit longer. Push your chest up, Stevie. And Trish as well. That's it. Release, go to the other side. Everything done in a mindful way. Bring the other foot up. Bring the toes out to the side. Take hold of the... If you're doing it with your hands, just be careful. Okay, so take the foot, bring the elbow out to the side, the height of the shoulder. And then you just turn it forward. And keep holding onto the toes. And take hold of the foot with the other hand if you can eventually, but you don't have to. You can keep one, just the left hand on the foot and the other arm extended. There's so many beautiful variations. They're all beautiful. Be like a dancer, poised and graceful and magnificent. That's it. Break the pose, come back down softly. Good, now come back to seated position, Ardha Matsyendrasana. You can keep your left leg extended, the right foot to the outside of the left leg, or you can fold the left leg in for the full version. Right hand behind the back, left arm up, go to the left, right forearm hugging the thigh. And if you know other expressions with binds or whatnot, you can explore those. Keep the back straight and upright. Change sides now. left foot goes on the outside of right thigh if you're doing the full version, or between the knee and the ankle if your leg's extended. Push the lower back up and in. Make sure you're not hunching the back. Good. Break the pose. Good. Before we come down for Shavasana, just come back into seated position, spiritual breathing. To again bring us into a mindset of offering and to connect with the divine. Bring the arms up over the head, palms facing up. Inhale, a Basala universe down through the arms and into the spiritual heart. Holding it all in the heart as an offering to God. Exhale, just a breath out through the fingertips. Everything that you pulled in stays in. Again, inhale down into the heart through the arms. Everything that you need. And hold it in the heart again. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the arms. Slowly take the breath out. Last time, inhale. Everything that benefits you and all beings. Pull it all in. Attract it as though you were a big magnet into the heart. Holding it down now in the heart. Suspend the breath. Exhale out through the fingertips again. Through the arms. And out through the fingertips. Now, keep all that goodness within and just allow it to integrate through the act of surrendering all effort, all tension. Lie down on your back now for Shavasana. Make your way down gently. Just allow your legs and your arms to go dead. Take your attention to your left foot. Relax everything. All the toes go limp. The bottom of the foot and heel soften. No tension or at all in the instep either, the front of the foot. The ankle is loose, foot just hanging off of it lifelessly, falling out to the left. Lower leg, relax all the muscles. Feel as though they just all dissolved. Feel heavy. Knee joint, no feeling from there, completely inactive. The thigh, heavy as you release all the muscles and they become completely useless and heavy. Right foot, all the attention goes to the toes first, relax them, allow them to go limp. The bottom of the foot and the heel soft. No tension, no tightness in the top of the foot either. The ankle completely loose. The foot falling out to the right, dead-like. Lower leg, relax all the muscles there. Feel as though they dissolved. Knee joint, completely inactive, still. Thigh, heavy as all the muscles just become like jello. The hips, the pelvis, sinking down, anchoring down like an anchor anchors down a boat. The whole body just falling deeper into the ground, sinking in. Left hand, all the fingers loose, just flimsy. Back of the hand, palm of the hand, soft. Wrist, loose. Whole hand dead. Lower arm as well. Relax completely. Elbow joint. No sensations there. Upper arm heavy as well. Right up to the shoulder. Shoulders just completely free of any tension or tightness or discomfort. Let it all go. The arm becomes like dead weight, just resting lifelessly by the body. Right hand now. Relax all the fingers. Back of the hand and palm. Soft. Wrist. Completely loose. Hand just like dead weight. Lower arm. Relax all the muscles so that it becomes completely lifeless and listless. Elbow. Soft. Upper arm. All the muscles just feel as though they're just hanging off the bones, like the skin. Heavy. Right shoulder as well. Heavy. Just anchoring down the arm by the side of the body. Arm just lies there, dead-like. And the whole back now just sinking down heavily as though there were a blanket of lead resting inside the body on the back, just sinking everything, pushing the back down into the earth. The abdomen is loose and soft, no discomfort, no tightness, no engagement of the muscles there. The chest just floating up lightly. So allow the breath to pass in and out easily. Now all the organs, suggest them to stop working so hard and feel them all, so to speak, turn off. So not even the fluids are circulating the body. They remain stagnant. The nerves as well. Nothing communicating, nothing moving. Everything's still like a corpse. The neck and the shoulders relax, the scalp as well. Head heavy on the ground. The forehead smooth, no signs of anxiety anywhere. No lines of tension etched firmly into the skin around the eyes, the forehead, around the mouth. Everything's soft and peaceful and calm looking, relaxed. No tension in the jaw, no clenching of the teeth. Tongue resting in its bed. The brain, now that the body is dead, just allow the brain to come to rest as well. For you are not the body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. Leave the body by itself in its deadened state. Merge with God, which is your true nature, infinite, boundless in its compassion, its love, its wisdom, and that we keep cultivating through the practice, through the observance of the ethical rules, and through loving acts of kindness, loving words, and loving thoughts. Keep these intentions firmly ingrained in your heart and mind. Eventually, all you see around you is God. And then you see sameness in everybody and everything.
and then becomes absolutely unthinkable, unimaginable to do harm to any being. To appreciate all experiences that give you an opportunity to learn and grow and to purify. Now take this out into the world now in your daily life. Continue your practice off the mat. Prepare now to come back to seated position. Softly, gently. Feel the body awaken. Prepare to sit up. Make your way back in a mindful, peaceful, and quiet way. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Be receptive to the grace of God. Namaste. Thank you so very much for coming. It was an honor to practice with you. Thank you so very much.